to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Ohio Northern University where the Heidelberg Student Prince take on the ONU Polar Bears. Tonight's game is sponsored by Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Klein's Napa Auto Center, Stolly Insurance, Ohio Northern University, HCF Management, Nororta Lanes, NKT TV, J&R Auto, Custom Audio Concepts, and Viva Maria Italian Restaurant. Thank you to those fine sponsors to bring you tonight's action. We'll take a break and come back with OAC women's basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome here to Ohio Northern University once again for tonight's OAC matchup with the visiting Heidelberg Student Prince against the hometown team tonight, the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. Jeff Henschen tonight alongside me, Ron Cruzy. You see the starters there for the Polar Bears: 20, Courtney Kramer; 23, Lindsay Black; 31, Jenna Dirksen; 33, Tori Riss; 44, Amy Bullimore. And Coach Duran in her 17th season. She's won 64% of her games here at Ohio Northern. And on the other side, the Student Prince from Heidelberg come to town. Their starters are in orange: Leah Bulin, number 14; Hannah Kiltz, 21; Alyssa Reilly, 24; Ayanna Wilson, 25; and Brittany Almer, 33. For the Student Prince, they are under head coach Morgan Harrigan in her 5th season. And Ron, tonight's game, the Polar Bears come back home after being on the road for 2 games, and split, lost actually to Capital, then beat Baldwin-Wallace and dominated Muskingum.
Yeah, they still have a 2-game lead in the OAC with a record of 13-1. Marietta is second with a record of 11-3.
Ohio Northern back at home after, again, a 2-game road trip where they actually lost to Capital, a tough one there to the Crusaders, middle of the pack, and the game's nearly first turnover will stay with the Polar Bears. So Ohio Northern, after suffering their first league loss, bounced back with a convincing wins over Baldwin-Wallace and Muskingum. And tonight face a Heidelberg team that's lost 8 games in a row, but Heidelberg, no pressure on them tonight. They're playing against the 15th ranked team in the nation, and they have upset on their mind as the Polar Bears open with a 3-point shot basket. Courtney Kramer, assist Amy Bullimore.
Kramer comes in the game averaging 6.1 points a game, and they attack the Heidelberg 1-3-1 zone very well.
Heidelberg, their first possession against Ohio Northern man-to-man defense. A lot of orange and black tonight. The Student Prince in the road orange. The Polar Bears, the home whites. First shot taken by Alyssa Reilly off the mark, and the Polar Bears rebound and bring it down the court. Again, a 1-3-1 zone defense applied by Heidelberg.
So in your 1-3-1 zone, a lot of your shots are going to come right from where Lindsay Black just took that shot, and also from the corners. That's the place that is open.
Black's 3-pointer miss. Ohio Northern comes up with the rebound. It stays here with the Polar Bears. Bullimore loses her footing. Bodies go down on the floor and a shot clock violation. So before that, it'll be a jump ball.
I think the jump ball came before the clock violation.
Well, it's pointing towards Heidelberg, so either way, they're going to get the ball. It's just a matter of whether or not they'll lose possession. I think they'd rather have the shot clock violation, keep possession.
Yeah, Heidelberg would.
They will rule it a jump ball.
So the Polar Bears will get the next jump ball.
Heidelberg's second possession. Nice penetrating drive. Shot taken by Wilson, no good. Rebounded by Bullimore. Bullimore averaging a double-double now, 16.8, nearly 17 points a game as back-to-back triples for Courtney Kramer. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, she's going to come in here. She's probably really looking forward to seeing a zone because being out front there, she's going to get some shots.
Interior shot taken by Reilly, missed. Offensive rebound, Student Prince, number 14, Leah Bulin, and her shot is missed. So the Polar Bears defense holding strong. Kramer looking for a third one.
Whoa,
bottom of the net. Timeout by Coach Harrigan, a 30-second timeout. Ron, I'll let you go through our sponsors tonight.
We got Stolly Insurance, J&R Auto, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, Custom Audio Concepts, Norada Lanes, ONU, HCF Management, the scoreboard sponsor Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, replay sponsors Klein's, Napa Auto Center, and the halftime and post-game report is also brought to you by Klein's Napa Auto Center. So make sure you visit those sponsors. They're the reasons we're here, and they're the reasons you're watching the game tonight.
And there you get a good look at the ONU Pep Band briefly under head director there, Charles Bates. And the Polar Bears, the hometown team right now on fire with 3 straight three-point baskets. I should say Courtney Kramer hitting on 3 straight buckets. She came into the season, Ron, or this game tonight, 21 of 61 from the field from three-point range for 34%.
And as a team, the Polar Bears shoot 34% also. Compared to the field goal percentage of Heidelberg, they shoot 33% from the field, 29% from the three-point line.
Take a couple looks there. Go ahead, Ron, as Kramer hits on all 3 of her attempts so far.
And that's one big difference in the game. They're 33% from the field, whereas the Polar Bears shoot 43% from the field.
What I talk about before the game, need to make shots to win games, don't you?
Yes, you do.
So the Prince of Heidelberg, student Prince of Heidelberg, take the timeout. See once, Ron, what kind of defense they come back when they are defending. See if they stay in the 1-3-1 zone defense. Right now, Northern stays in their man-to-man. Their defense is ranked 10th nationally in points allowed. As there's a good answer by number 33, Brittany Almer. She averages 10 points a game, gets her team on the board.
She's from Lima Bath.
So her and Alyssa Manley maybe shared some moments together as a wild kitten.
I'm sure they had some playing time together.
Manley, who will get some time here in a little bit, a junior. And for the Almer, she is a sophomore. Missed by the Polar Bears, rebounded by Heidelberg. Looking for back-to-back baskets here after trailing 9-0. West, good defensive stand, creates the turnover. Kramer being hounded, gets it inside to Bullimore. She's about automatic in the paint.
Yep. Nice move there. Faked the drop step to the left, came back to her right shoulder and put it off the glass and in.
Nice having a 6'1" senior post player. She shoots field goal percentage shots at 54%. Pretty good indicator why Ron mentioned the Polar Bears as a team shooting nearly 44% from the field.
And Bullimore is a big part of that. She averages a double-double each game, 16.8 points a game and 10 rebounds.
When I check my notes, I think she has 30, I'll check, I think 30-some double-doubles in her career. I'll check that as we get time. Kramer off the mark, didn't miss by much, but rebounded by the student Prince. Couple bodies on the floor. Pushing it down the court, go the student Prince, a deep triple. Whoa. Feeling it and stroking it, number 33, Brittany Almer.
Well, they pick them up in a full court zone press.
Kramer, a little hesitation. Good defense applied by the student Prince.
They stay in the 1-3-1 zone.
Wist with the miss. Offensive rebound by Dirksen, no good. Couple shots there by the Polar Bears. Don't drop, and a bucket here, and the student Prince can get into this deficit. It was a 9-0 start by the Polar Bears. Coach Morgan Harrigan took a timeout, and since then the student Prince have responded nicely. A triple from Alyssa Reilly.
Looks like a 1-2-1-1 press by the student Prince.
Bullimore has it stripped away. Another turnover. Good hands by the student Prince. Not sure who knocked it away, but coming up with it was number 21, Hannah Kilps. An 8-2 run by the Prince.
Oh, I think that was inadvertent whistle.
It was. I think he felt it was going to be over and back, but White touched it. So wholesale substitutions, Ron. I know how you like those.
Yeah, it's like a hockey game. We're going to have a line change here. 5
new faces. We'll get the Northern girls first. Number 11, we talked about Alyssa Manley from Lima Bath. She's now into the ball game, as well as number 13, Alexis Kirkbride out of Bishop Rosecrans High School.
Also number 24, Cheyenne Raker.
Out of Westerville South. And also number 34, Emily Mesher out of Marion Local High School. So 4 new Polar Bears and 5 new Student Prince. Nice anticipation. Kirkbride with the steal. 1-3-1, zone defense remains. Ohio Northern got off to a 9-0 lead. They've only scored 1 bucket since that good start.
One to keep an eye on would be Kirkbride here. She ranks 2nd in the OAC and leads the team, shooting 42% from the 3-point line.
Well, speaking of 3-point line, it wasn't her, but it was Jenna Dirksen hitting her 15th 3-point bucket of the season. So Northern has shot very well from beyond the line tonight. Heidelberg ball outside the perimeter, nothing really inside to speak of.
Yeah, they look like they're in like a 4 out and 1 in offense.
The driving to the bucket out is a desperation a little bit. Megan Sielsel with the shot.
They commit the foul after the rebound.
Northern ran them down, Ron, to the final few seconds, and they had to drive. They did get a shot off. It was missed, and commit the first foul.
Nice job by the Polar Bears. Nice diagonal pass to the middle, and normally you get a layup, and that's exactly what they got.
Mesher missed. Raker with the rebound, lost her balance, and the turnover will give it back to Heidelberg. And then is number 15, Abby Weeks, replacing Dirksen. So 5 new Polar Bears on the court now. Also 5 Heidelberg players.
Weeks, the 5'9" sophomore from Westchester.
Man-to-man defense, and there's an illegal screen against Sadie Cheney. Second team foul with 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ayanna Wilson, number 25, a starter back in for the Student Prince.
They stick with a 1-3-1.
Like you said, you need good spacing here. The Northern Polar Bears use a 2-guard front to offset the top defender. Nice passing on the interior assist to Raker, basket Mesher. Good ball movement.
I like the way they're attacking the 1-3-1 now with 2 guards out front, 2 people in one person in each corner on the baseline, and then the center at the foul line.
Driving to the basket, shot taken by 22, Brooke Beamer. It's missed.
And what happens there is if you can get the ball into the corner and the high post person drops to the basket, that's where you're going to get the shot too. You're going to get a layup there if it's done properly.
Almost like a 4-corner set. Spread the floor and let the middle person roam to the gap and attack.
Yep. And just make sure you drop when it goes to the corner.
All the way down, Mesher gets the pass from Manley, and she will be rewarded with free throws.
Nice job there by Manley, attacking the middle of the floor to the basket, and then a nice easy bounce pass over to Mesher.
Foul goes against number 25, Ayanna Wilson. Mesher, 2 free throws coming up. First one off the mark. Mesher, as we mentioned earlier, coming off the bench, averaging just over 5 points a game as a clear contact, strong off the glass, a little too much, couldn't get it to drop. Out of Marion Local High School, connects on 1 of 2. Speaking of her Marion Local High School, her brother Tyler doing a heck of a job for the boys high school team.
Yeah, both do a fantastic job inside with their back to the bucket. They have nice footwork, and they get a lot out of their size.
Bucket by Mesher gives the Polar Bears a 9-point lead once again. That's what they started out the game 9-0 before Heidelberg cut it to 5. Shot off the mark, rebounded by the Student Prince. A fresh shot clock, driving in, getting around a Northern defender is Reilly. Raker gets the loose ball.
And she's sitting on the floor and the ball comes to her.
Weeks inside the arc, a long 2-point shot, about the deepest 2-pointer you can get without getting 3. And Weeks connects. The Northern, the 11-point lead, continue to shoot pretty well from the field. 6 of 12 overall, 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. And on the drive, Manley will pick up the personal foul.
Just a little body contact there as she goes down the lane, but enough for the official to whistle her for a foul.
Wiss in for Raker. Exchange. Right now, Brittany Almer with the basketball. Almer 5 points, averaging 10 points a game for the Student Prince. Pull back, step back, number 24, Alyssa Reilly, one of their leading scorers, one of 3 girls at 10 points a game, scores her 6th bucket. A nice move there, tough to defend. She went in, popped back around, and stroked a nice looking jump shot.
Yeah, and her and Almer both have nice looking shots from the outside.
Wiss from the deep corner.
Wiss comes in averaging 3 points a game, so they called that a 2.
Another long-range 2-point shot. Northern continues to shoot pretty well, 7 of 13 from the field. Almer travel. She got defended and doesn't like the call, but gets called for the traveling violation.
A little bit out of control, not real good ball handling there, but she can shoot if you leave her open from the outside. She's shown that already.
Under a minute to go, first quarter. Polar Bears up by 10. Weeks finds Bullimore. Double team, muscles up, offensive foul. Tough break for Bullimore. She's the all-time school leader, I should say, in points coming into tonight's game. 1,344 points overall. Also the school's all-time leading rebounder with 827 and currently second in the school's history with 160 blocks. She won't be able to get that record, but currently the leader in scoring and rebounding.
She goes out of the game for the rest of this quarter not to pick up her second foul here in the first quarter.
Not much difference between shot and game clock. We'll see if the Student Prince hold it for the last one. Right now they appear to be ready to green light the open shot. Yep. There's a hop too much.
She traveled again.
Pressure defense again. Northern averaging, giving up, I should say, 49 points a game. That's good. 10th, or good for 10th nationally in points allowed. 11 seconds left. Kick will keep the ball with the Polar Bears with 8.7 left.
Heidelberg with this full court press, they match up man to man, but as soon as the ball is thrown in bounds, then they trap out of it and go to the diamond and one press.
Manley with some room to run. Has Mesher on the backside pass. It's taken away. Weeks, good job standing still defensively. There's your horn. That's the first period is in the books. It's Heidelberg 11, Ohio Northern 21. We'll be back with more OAC women's basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
Welcome back. As you see, Tori Wiss, a long-range 2-point shot late in the first quarter. Northern shot very well in the first quarter. They finished 8 of 14 from the field, Ron. That's good for 57%.
The same thing from the three-point line, 57%, 4 of 7.
Big key to their success was hitting the triple shot. Weak shot missed. Loose ball stays with. Maybe it's held ball, so it will go to Heidelberg.
One thing that stands out for Heidelberg, they come in the game 29% from the three-point line. They're 3 of 4 in the first quarter, 75%.
Nice defense by the Polar Bears, and hustle play will result in a turnover. I believe it was Wiss. Was it number?
That was Courtney Kramer.
Or 23. 20.
20.
Get my numbers straight here, and turnover gives it back to Ohio Northern. Northern had 5 turnovers. If you had to be frustrated with one stat in the first quarter, it was probably the number of turnovers that Polar Bears committed, but they do have a 10-point lead, and it remains a 1-3-1 zone defense. Mesher fouled in the act, and she gets it to drop.
And one.
So good strength right there by number 34. Emily Mesher, 6-foot sophomore. We saw her go inside a possession or so earlier and get fouled and muscled up on the glass, and usually good things happen. We'll take another look at it here in the Napa Klein's auto replay.
Yeah, the key there was she dropped down toward the backboard, and that's where she got the ball.
Wiss nearly saved it, couldn't quite run it down. Following the Mesher miss on the foul shot, and it goes over to Heidelberg, a 12-point Northern lead. That's the biggest of the contest. As we're in the second 10-minute period here at Ada, Ohio, the campus of the Ohio Northern University and hometown of the NFL footballs, right, Ron?
Yes, sir.
A deep 3 off the mark by Almer, rebounded by Ohio Northern. Pressure again as Black will find Weeks.
Whoa.
Nearly out of bounds, but wow. Kramer nearly caught it out of bounds and let it fly.
There's no more than an inch between her heel and the line.
I made a mistake. I thought Kramer hit 3 triples to start the game.
Yeah, I thought she did too.
Must have missed one. They have her down now. It's 3 of 4. Jenna Dirksen has a 3-pointer. Maybe I got her and Dirksen. Well, they've got Bullimore down as making a 3-point shot, and that did not happen.
That did not happen.
So I'm going to go with Kramer right now, 4 of 5. I'm sure Bullimore did not shoot a triple in the first quarter.
On the scoreboard, they got her down for 12 points, so I think that's right.
Yeah, the 4 triples would be right. So right now, the 15-point lead for Ohio Northern. And the defense has been pretty good as advertised. Off-balance shot, does not hit the rim. Shot clock violation. So right now, not a lot of good things happening correctly for the Student Prince of Heidelberg. 8 minutes, 9 seconds left until half. Black over to Tori West. Black maneuvers and gets fouled, so number 15.
That's one thing we see already, that Ohio Northern, their ball handling is much superior to Heidelberg's ball handling.
Yeah, it seems like they can get through the pressure a little bit quicker. They dribble well and pass better too. You know, they pass well as a team. And I consider that ball handling. And foul was on number 15, Lajana Mormon. Pull-up jumper, nice. That's Lindsay Black. That's big time right there, off the dribble. Mormon didn't really know when she was going to explode, and before she did, Black had already elevated and released the ball for the 28th Ohio Northern point.
Yeah, she beat Mormon, and there was no help waiting for her.
Siesel's 3-pointer, no good.
3-on-1.
3-on-1. Pull up, tough shot. Wow, that's control. Nice little floater from about 13 feet.
She took it as far as she could, and they cut her off, and she went over the top.
4 points for Weeks off the bench. Sielsel back up top to Kilps. Kilps off balance shot, no good. Mesher with the rebound. Surrounded, if she get rid of it, they're gonna have numbers. 3-on-1 again. Kramer, Dirksen, fouled. Well, it's twice now we've seen Ohio Northern get out, and those 3-on-1s are usually pretty good in the favor of the offense.
Heidelberg might want to rethink that. Every time the Polar Bears get a defensive rebound, they surround her with 2 or 3 players, and they better start getting back in transition defense.
Another look there on the Klein's Napa Auto Center replay. Dirksen at the free throw line.
So Borlamar and Raker come into the game. Mesher and Weeks go out.
Free throw by Dirksen, she now has 5 points on the night, a 21-point lead, and the Haw Northern has outscored Heidelberg here 11-0 to start the second period. Kramer, who's been good on offense, gets good on defense. Taken away from Mormon, good touch pass, good ball movement. Bullimore, baby hook off the mark, and I should say on the mark.
Yeah, that's kind of a second thought there. She wanted to kick it back out and was covered, and everybody left her. She just turned around and shot it.
4 players, I think, touched the ball for the Polar Bears, and they get a basket. Offensive rebound nearly. Dirksen comes up with it. Black.
And they got the numbers again.
Kramer's been very hot tonight from beyond the arc. Pull-up jumper again from 15. Black, no good. Into the hands of the student prince, number 21, Hannah Kilps. As we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Polar Bears are in command right now. Good defensive effort, obviously, with just 11 points scored against them. Mormon for 3, off the mark. So another line change for Heidelberg, and then for Ohio Northern is Alexis Kirkbride, number 13. Manley, number 11, comes in for Kramer. I think those are the 2 new ones. Raker's back in as well, and you got Bullimore and Dirksen, 31, taking it out of bounds. Your Polar Bear 5 is, again, full court pressure by the student prince. Raker gets lucky as a pass nearly picked off into the hands of Amy Bullimore. Again, pretty automatic in that range.
Yeah, she is. And Heidelberg, they come in with 5 new players also.
Going to the basket and drawing contact in the fouls, Ayanna Wilson. She will be rewarded with free throws. Manley picks up her second foul.
Yeah. Almer's back in the game. She hit 2 threes right away, and then it looked like the Polar Bears put more ball pressure on her and kind of took her out of her game. She started trying to drive with the ball and traveled twice. We haven't seen her since.
There was a contact on Manley. As hitting 1 of 2 free throws is Wilson. Whoa, here's nice footwork there by Manley to avoid the travel and the charge and knife through the defense.
Another nice job by the Polar Bears. Diagonal pass to the middle.
Dirksen off the mark. Bullimore, nice job. At 6'1", had a huge size advantage. Didn't go over the back, went straight up. The ball hit her in the hand. She scores it.
That's why she averages a double-double. Rebound, putback.
I like the no call. Sometimes people think it should be a foul. You're allowed to get the rebound. You just can't lay on the people, and she did not. She went up vertically and with the height advantage, able to corral it and score her 8th point. So quickly, the Polar Bears attack offensively. Pull it up a bit. Bullimore from 14, no good. And with the rebound is number 12, Allie Adelsberg. 3-point shot off the mark by Reilly, and it stays with the student prince with a 4:16 left in the second quarter, and there's a media timeout. We'll take a break with the Polar Bears on top, 38-12 here on NKTelco Sports.
Serving the Wapakoneta area and other communities throughout Ohio, Stolly Insurance Group, growing and looking out for you. For your business, home and auto, or life and health insurance, allow our knowledgeable agents to customize a program specifically for you. Stolly Insurance is proud to be a 5th-generation insurance agency. Over 110 years, providing outstanding insurance protection while delivering superior customer service. We are pleased to represent one of the finest insurance companies in Ohio, Auto Owners Insurance Company.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family-owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
Welcome back as we take a look at a few of the recent Polar Bear baskets. And Ron, the Polar Bears have been doing pretty much what they want offensively.
Yeah, they're getting the ball inside a lot against that 1-3-1 zone. And when they don't, they're hitting well from the outside. 55% from the three-point line, 5 of 9. And they're shooting overall from the field 60%. So you really can't ask for much more than that. They're getting good looks at the basket. If they do miss, they're rebounding it and putting it back in, and they're having no trouble beating the Heidelberg press, leading the layups on the other end. And we want to thank Klein's Napa Auto Center for those replays.
On your Viva Maria scoreboard, the Polar Bears on top handily 38-12. And another look here for the Student Princes. They try to get something going offensively. Their shooting has been very cold, just 22% from the field. They've only scored 1 point here in the quarter. Block shot and rebound by Jenna Dirksen. And the defense, again, very cumbersome for the Student Prince. Off the mark shot by Dirksen. Rebounded by the Student Prince, and they will try to push the ball, but Ohio Northern does a nice job getting back.
I don't know if she lost control of that ball on the way up, but she didn't have very good backspin on that basketball. It was more side spin for Dirksen.
Entry pass intended for Leah Moore off the mark. The 10th Student Prince turnover. Raker gets fouled, and she will go to the line.
A nice pass here by Kirkbride. Nice bounce pass into the post.
Cheyenne Raker out of Westerville South will be at the free throw line. 7 of 12 on the season. Polar Bears as a team shooting 71% from the line. That one rattles around and bounces out. Take another look at the replay here. Entry pass was nice, and she gets hit on the way up.
You get the ball in that area and good things happen. And a lot of times you go to the foul line just as she is right now.
Off the mark. Mesher, the one-armed rebound. Weeks up top. Back and forth. Weeks and Kirkbride play pitch and catch. Kirkbride hits the triple. Alexis Kirkbride, her 26th made three-pointer on the season. She's a great three-point shooter at 43%. I think Ron, you maybe spoke about that earlier. One of the good three-point shooters the Polar Bears have. Kirkbride comes away with a steal. Gives it right back. Did not see the trail defender, and a good pass ahead and a block by Dirksen. Or Weeks, I believe, with the block. Weeks with the block. Good timing.
LeBron James came
something
from
like
back,
that. Yes.
From the back.
Take a look.
Timed it just right.
Nice job by Abby Weeks. It was actually a nice play getting in ball ahead for the Student Prince to score, but Weeks closed the ground and able to block the shot. A deep three from Sielsel off the mark. Mesher, another rebound.
Always looking ahead are the Polar Bears. Doesn't take them very long to get the ball up the floor.
Cross-court pass over to Kirkbride. Just back up to Kirkbride. Kirkbride off the mark. Abby Weeks, good positioning. Gets fouled, and boy, 15, Abby Weeks saw her block the shot on that end, and very good footwork on this end, chasing that loose ball, or I should say the rebound. And
it's almost like the ball is finding her a lot of the time. She comes in the game averaging 5.3 points a game, 82% from the free throw line, 14 of 17.
I've got her down for 15 of 18.
Well, I hate to say you're wrong, but
okay. Well, she's still a good free throw percent shooter. 83%.
What's the percentage then?
83.3.
Yeah. So
you're wrong.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, we're close. Well,
some bad information there.
Misses
it looks like
one
maybe they didn't have the last game
that
in there or something.
We just got these stats tonight. You were just in Florida for a week.
Oh yeah.
You maybe are still.
I might have been a little early.
Yeah. Turnover with 2:09 left. A 30-point cushion for the Polar Bears, and at halftime we'll get a chat with Coach Michelle Duran in her 17th season. She's won 64% of her ball games here at Ohio Northern. Spent 11 years besides the 17 here at Bluffton. As Wiss, 2-point shot no good. And there's a foul on the go against Weeks. But Michelle Duran, over 400 plus wins in those, basically 28 seasons of coaching basketball between Bluffton and Ohio Northern.
Really nobody in foul trouble for either team.
A lot of people played for both teams. Really, the Student Prince have rotated a lot of girls in. Northern's put Probably 10 in as well.
Yeah, one thing that Heidelberg now is down to 19% from the field. And, you know, if you're having trouble putting the ball in the hole, it's going to be a long night against the Polar Bear defense.
If I read my stats right, the last field goal for the Student Prince came back in the first quarter with 1:21 left. So they've hit only free throws here in the second quarter. They had 11 points at halftime. I guess I'd be right. So just 3 points here in the second quarter.
And Northern ranks 10th nationally as a team, allowing opposing teams to score only 46.7 points a game. So this is no accident.
Turnover, 7th turnover of the game for the Polar Bears, a second of a quarter.
I thought she was going to hoist it up
I
from
did
out there.
too. Might be some of their better, I mean, Northern's defense is not allowed to many uncontested shots. That's a tough one. Finally, they get one to drop. Leah Boulin from New Regal.
Again, 3-on-2.
Ooh, foul. Weeks commits back-to-back fouls, and the offensive charge called against her, and bodies go down. Everyone pops back up.
And that's her second foul.
64 seconds left here in the half.
I think she's the only Polar Bear with 2 fouls.
Again, the final minute here, and the Polar Bears will enter halftime in commanding lead. Black with the rebound off the missed shot. Weeks, as Mesher will drive, kind of set her up. Weeks misses a shot though, and Wist there to tie it up. It'll stay with the Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern, a new shot clock, 30 seconds left.
Nice job there by Wiss. Just kind of in the right place at the right time.
Just, yeah, turn and put her hands on the ball.
Yeah.
Took advantage of the opportunity. Weeks, pull-up jumper. Wiss, another rebound. So they continue to do a lot of things well.
There's a 3-point shot short. Weeks with the ball. Looking inside, Weeks with a drive and hits the side of the backboard. One of the rare Student Prince fast breaks. They do get the ball inside. And there's a foul. I think it's going to go on Mesher. Yeah, it's on Mesher. That's her first foul. So with 9.6 seconds to go, Leah Moore is at the line for the Student Prince. She averages 1.5 points a game, 75% from the foul line. So she makes the second one, makes the score 42-17. There's a nice diagonal pass, and there's the layup again. Mesher's on the receiving end of that one. Long shot, and that's going to be short. Ohio Northern 44, Student Prince 17. And we're going to turn it over to Jeff. He has Coach Duran.
Hi, we're here with head coach Michelle Duran. Coach, your team got off to a great start. Courtney Kramer hit some threes. In your role, what did you like most about the first half, and what did you not like the most about the first half?
I thought our start was really good. I think we got to take better care of the basketball. We're turning it over way too much. And I think we got to do a better job defensively keeping them out of the lane.
Well, a number of turnovers in the first half, a few in the second. For your defense, 17 points. You're 10th in the nation. You're happy with that, though, right?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. But we can't worry about what the score is right now. We got to get better tonight.
All right, well, good luck in the second half, and hopefully you continue that effort in the second half. Thank you. We'll take a break, come back with more basketball here from Ohio Northern on NKTelco Sports.
Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
Serving the Wapakoneta area and other communities throughout Ohio, Stolly Insurance Group, growing and looking out for you. For your business, home and auto, or life and health insurance, allow our knowledgeable agents to customize a program specifically for you. Stolly Insurance is proud to be a fifth-generation insurance agency. Over 110 years providing outstanding insurance protection while delivering superior customer service. We are pleased to represent one of the finest insurance companies in Ohio, Auto Owners Insurance Company.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us! NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco. Trust us!
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
Serving the Wapakoneta area and other communities throughout Ohio, Stolly Insurance Group, growing and looking out for you. For your business, home and auto, or life and health insurance, allow our knowledgeable agents to customize a program specifically for you. Stolly Insurance is proud to be a fifth-generation insurance agency. Over 110 years providing outstanding insurance protection while delivering superior customer service. We are pleased to represent one of the finest insurance companies in Ohio, Auto Owners Insurance Company.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us! NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco. Trust us!
Welcome back to Ohio Northern, where the Polar Bears on top in commanding fashion, 44-17. With the first half stats, here is Ron Cruzy.
From the field, Heidelberg 5 of 23, that's 21%. ONU 17 of 33, 51%. From the three-point line, Heidelberg 3 of 11. ONU 6 of 13. From the foul line, 4 of 6 for the Student Prince. Polar Bears 4 of 9. Rebounding-wise, big advantage there for the Polar Bears, 22-15. And turnovers, Heidelberg doubled ONU 14-7.
Pretty commanding stats in all aspects, Ron. The shooting and defense has been good. You take a look here at the OAC standings. Ohio Northern had a hiccup against Capital a couple games ago, but have rebounded well since that loss. And we talked to you before the game. Maybe that loss will sharpen their pencils a little bit more. Not that they were dull, but sometimes you go through the motions and knowing you beat Capital big time at home, maybe you overlooked them. I don't know, but you know they've looked pretty good since that loss.
Yeah, just basically reboot again and let's get it going again. And you don't have to look forward to trying to keep a record intact
Correct.
or anything like that. Just go out and play basketball the way you know you can.
Student Prince opened up with a missed shot. A long rebound stays with the Student Prince. A missed shot by Brittany Almer, and she will penetrate in and get called for a travel. What's her second or third time?
That's her third time when she's penetrated. She's been called for traveling.
Again, full court pressure.
And nothing's really changed. It's still
Same thing.
Diamond and one press. And
1-3-1 half court.
Yep.
Usually, it's the saying is, if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Now it looks like they went to a man-to-man defense here. We'll see if they follow a cutter.
Yeah, it looks like they do follow. Bolmore gets her own rebound, finishes. Now in double figures with 10 is Amy Bolmore, and pressure defense by the Polar Bears. It works nearly, I should say, creating a turnover. A little bit of panic there does force a turnover. So pressure defense forces the panic pass, and Northern defense again been very consistent tonight. I know Coach Duran wants to work on some of the facets of it in the interior, but overall got to be very pleased. Kramer shuffles the feet.
They had Bolmore for 3 rebounds in the first half. So, you know, just one of those things. There haven't been very many opportunities for her, especially on the offensive side of the ball, to get a rebound. You know, when you shoot 60% or 50% from the field.
Of course, when the other team was only shooting 20%,
21,
Ron,
there's
a
some
lot
defense.
of,
but
yep.
she wasn't in the game a whole lot
True.
there in the first half. I'm not even sure she played a quarter's worth of basketball.
She played 7 minutes.
Okay.
So you're right. They played 2 10-minute quarters here in women's basketball, so less than half of the first half she played. Asking for the basketball now. They have a huge size mismatch, but Wiss, who hit a deep 2 in the first half, connects on a deep 3 for her 5th point.
And she comes in the game averaging just 3, but
Bolmore commits a foul. Nice move by number 25, Ayanna Wilson, 5'5" junior guard, going into Bolmore, if you will, at 6 feet 1 inches, a high arcer, kisses off the glass or goes through the net, and will be rewarded with a potential 3-point opportunity for Wilson.
one thing I did see, Jeff, before the game, 19 turnovers a game for Heidelberg and 10 assists, whereas Ohio Northern comes into the game averaging 15 assists a game and only 12 turnovers.
I know you like that assist to turnover ratio.
Yes,
quite a
I
bit.
do, and I got some more information.
I bet you do.
On that. Ohio Northern's at a 1.2 ratio, assist to turnover ratio, whereas Heidelberg is at 0.5. And the opponents of Ohio Northern are at 0.7. So it's not rocket science. If you have 15 assists to 12 turnovers, you're going to win some ball games. And when the team that you're playing has 19 turnovers and 10 assists, that's a big difference.
And that's another, almost like a cybermetric that you can use to figure things out. As Bolmore,
right? And if you're sitting at home watching a game and you say to yourself, "Nice pass," you can say that a lot about Ohio Northern in a basketball game, and that just shows that they're unselfish players. They give the ball up and they get good shots.
And you know, giving the ball up is one thing, but leading it or throwing it to where your teammate, who's posting up, where you can see where the opening's at, and kind of throwing it to that direction, kind of say, hey, follow the ball, I will lead you.
Right.
Makes it a heck of a lot easier to turn and score rather than throwing it on the wrong side, and the defense is there, and you got to battle for it.
And you don't get that assist unless they make it.
True, so you need good shooters.
So you're not just wasting a pass 20 feet away from the bucket. You're hitting a player, you're hitting your teammate where they're capable of making the shot. And that is a big part of basketball. And you watch high school basketball, even college basketball, and you go down through and you look at that assist to turnover ratio, and you can find out who the ball players are. They might not necessarily be the scorers, but they're good teammates. And if you got a team that's averaging over 1 assist to turnover ratio, you got a good team. And that's exactly what the Polar Bears have.
Well, they've been very solid tonight. And Kirkbride hits a 3-point basket the last possession. She's hit a couple threes tonight and maintains her very good 3-point shooting percentage.
Yeah, and she's the one, you know, she has 57 assists and 23 turnovers. She has a 2.5 assist to turnover ratio.
Dirksen, nice bounce pass. Wiss leaves it a little bit short. She'll ruin the assist for Dirksen, but gets the rebound and adds to her total there. So nice ball movement again, and the Polar Bears continue to increase their lead here and play pretty sound basketball. Interior pass. Turnaround shot by Sadie Cheney off the mark, and the Polar Bears with number 11, Alyssa Manley. Brings it down. Dirksen, a three-pointer. Now 9 of 16 from three-point line are the Polar Bears.
She's just 1 point away from her average. She has 8.
Polar Bears staying man-to-man defense. Three-point shot off the mark by Alyssa Reilly. Manley rebound pushing down the floor to Dirksen. Dirksen has it knocked out of her hands and will go into the hands of 22, Brooke Beamer. So turnover against the Polar Bears. Under 5 minutes to go, halfway through the third quarter here at Ohio Northern. Step back jump shot by Almer. We saw her hit one in the first quarter. Offensive rebound belongs to the Student Prince, and that bounce pass, right idea, but about 6 inches off the mark.
Yeah, Almer, she's having a little difficulty now when they make her put the ball on the floor.
There's a timeout on the floor with the Polar Bears in command by 40 here on NKTelco Sports.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
Serving the Wapakoneta area and other communities throughout Ohio, Stolly Insurance Group, growing and looking out for you. For your business, home and auto, or life and health insurance, allow our knowledgeable agents to customize a program specifically for you. Stolly Insurance is proud to be a 5th-generation insurance agency. Over 110 years, providing outstanding insurance protection while delivering superior customer service. We are pleased to represent one of the finest insurance companies in Ohio, Auto Owners Insurance Company.
Welcome back. Here's we'll watch some replays on, sponsored by Klein's Napa Auto Center. And again, a lot of good footage here from the Polar Bears shooting the ball very well tonight. And again, they're going to face some full court pressure. So, well, about as time I say that now, Heidelberg backs off the pressure as they continue to battle. Just have found it very difficult to have the Student Prince to muster up any offense. And
they've given up a lot of points by Ohio Northern breaking their press and shooting layups. So it'll be a much better job for them if they can just drop back and play good, solid.
Yeah, maybe 5-on-5 half court and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. And if nothing else, it'll slow the game down a little bit for them.
Personal foul against Heidelberg's number 34, Sadie Cheney, away from the ball. Should say Ohio Northern gets the ball into Northern's number 34, Emily Mesher. She now has 9 points.
Nice out of bounds there by the Polar Bears.
Steal by Kirkbride. Weeks will pull back up. Yep, look, they're looking for Mesher. She's in the interior. She comes out now. We'll find Weeks and they'll reset the offense.
Ohio Northern can be patient now with a 42-point lead. They don't have to hurry anything.
Pass to Raker, a little strong. And Raker bumps the girl out of bounds, but it will stay with Heidelberg, and no foul called. Is in for the ball game number 10. Emily Brock out of Revere High School near Akron, Ohio. Emily Brock, a 5'6" freshman, getting some minutes here in the third quarter. Three-pointer taken by Hannah Kilps off the mark. Raker with the rebound. Held ball will stay with the Polar Bears, and win tonight as the Polar Bears seemingly appear to be on their way towards that. Will lock down a top seed or one of the top 2 seeds in the OAC tournament. And it's hard to believe Ron that will be here within just a few weeks. That actually starts I think February 20th, so it won't be long in tournament action for the Lady Polar Bears.
And just as we said, they took the press off, now they put it back on.
And then they fall back pretty quickly and back to the 1-3-1 run.
Yeah, it looks like a 1-3-1 again. There you go. You hit the corner, the measure drops from the elbow, and you got a layup.
Good entry pass.
Yeah, and the reason that happens is because the back person, the back defender in the 1-3-1 has to cover the whole baseline. So when the ball goes to the corner, she has to come out, and all Mesher has to do is beat the middle defender to the basket.
And she did. Got a nice pass from Abby Weeks. Follow-up attempt here, I believe, by number 12, Allie Adelsberger, and she misses on a couple attempts, but it stays with the student Prince. And then for Ohio Northern, number 30, Sydney Ward, a 6-foot freshman out of Upper Arlington High School down around Columbus. Cross-court pass, nearly knocked away. There's a whistle and a jump ball. That will be Ohio Northern. So the 20th turnover committed by the student Prince will give Ohio Northern the basketball. And the Polar Bears have not come out flat. You know, even with the big lead at halftime run, they've come out with a lot of intensity. They've scored 21 points here in the third quarter and held Heidelberg to 4.
And they, like you said, they forced 20 turnovers.
Three-pointer by Emily Brock, in and out, no good.
And we're not even done with 3 quarters of play.
Three-point opportunity by Adelsberger, no good. In transition, Manley pulls up off the glass. So Manley with the basket, her first 2 points of the game.
And that's not an easy shot there either. She was directly in line with the backboard, so she couldn't use it.
Manley nearly, and she does come away with a defensive rebound. Manley, 5 feet 5 inch junior, has it knocked away at the other end.
And that's a big difference right there. You know, Heidelberg, they don't get the 3-on-2 and the 3-on-1 breaks. Ohio Northern, they've lived off of that in this game.
Foul on the Polar Bears. After Leah Moore missed a three-point shot, stays with the student Prince. Also for Ohio Northern, number 32, Caitlin Hurd. Caitlin's a 5'11 sophomore out of Nelsonville York High School in Bechtel, Ohio.
So we got a line change for Heidelberg.
So a number of support players are going to get some minutes tonight for Coach Michelle Duran's squad. Brooke Beamer shot no good. With the rebound is number 32, Caitlin Hurd, and she gives way to Brock. Over to Weeks.
And it doesn't seem like it makes any difference who's in the game for Ohio Northern. They're still, you know, against the pressure, they still are fundamentally sound.
Three-pointer for Manley. A little bit long, and it goes off of the hands of 22, Brooke Beamer. Will stay with Ohio Northern with 63 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Up top it goes to Manley, back to Brock inside, nice ball movement as gets a drop. Would have been a nice assist for Ward, but Weeks fouled too aggressively. Couldn't quite get her shot to drop, but good ball movement, Ron. You mentioned again, get it to the corner inside, and this time they found a player, in this case Weeks, on the back side.
Yeah, it's always fun to play with somebody that's always willing to give the ball up, and Ohio Northern has a team full of them.
6 points on the night for Abby Weeks. Take another look out of there, the obvious foul, and I like the effort, trying to get it off the bank board. So many times people get hit and they just kind of give up. It's like muscle it up there. It's a free play. You see do what it takes to give the ball a chance to go in. Weeks good on both.
Bullimore, she left the game with 14 points, 4 rebounds. Emily Mesher, good game for her. She left the game with 11 points and 6 rebounds. That's the most rebounds of any Polar Bear. Courtney Kramer, 12 points. Jenna Dirksen, 8. Tori Wiss with 7.
Teaching point here as you see Coach Michelle Duran talking to Emily Brock. On the other end, Ayanna Wilson. This is her, we've seen her do this quite a few times tonight. She's able to put her head down and kind of go to the basket at 5 feet 5 inches. She picked up a personal foul against Sydney Ward and hits her first free throw.
She's right at her average at 5 points. She comes in at 5.5. Now she has 6.
Pressure defense again. Pressure defense nearly is, there's a turnover against the press, a cross court or diagonal pass, and boy, going again, strong to the basket. Ayanna Wilson.
Going at full speed, lays it up nice and soft.
Good entry pass again, nice ball movement. Withstanding a little bit of contact, Sydney Ward with the basket.
Once again, they get the ball, 45-degree angle right to the weak side block.
Shot, game clock about ready to go off and committing to fouls. Manly with 0.1 of a second left. So free throws coming up for number 33, Brittany Almer, out of Bath High School, a 5'6" sophomore guard.
10.1 points a game, 82% from the free throw line, and I think you're going to tell me she's at 83 or something.
I'll leave it alone. She's a good free throw shooter. She's missed a couple tonight, as you see another replay on Napa, Klein's Napa Auto Center replay, and 83% coming into the night and struggling here tonight, as is most of the Heidelberg offense. There's your third quarter buzzer, 71-25 in favor of the Polar Bears. We'll come back with the final 10 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
Welcome back, as again, more highlights here. Thank you to Klein's Napa Auto Center as you take a look at some offensive buckets here by both teams. And now the fourth quarter to begin. We'll expect to see a number of support players in. I noticed number 22, Jacqueline Yankel, out of Cardinal Mooney High School, in for the Polar Bears. Number 14, Claire Orsegos. Claire's out of St. Joseph High School near Avon.
Number 10, Emily Brock.
She was in the third quarter. And then we have 30 is Sydney Ward, who played minutes in the third quarter, and also number 32, Caitlin Hurd. Hurd with the rebound. Hurd full speed, nice pass, nice touch as Sydney Ward, her 4th point. I would have gone with a bounce pass at the end, but Ward able to catch it and, more importantly, softly push it off the glass. And
yeah, I think the Polar Bears are now going to a 2-3 zone, so maybe the Student Prince will get some outside shots.
so we'll see what the Polar Bears, again, are facing full court defense.
Polar Bears come into the game averaging 68 points a game, already up to 73. Heidelberg comes in at 58.3 points a game. They're at 25, so they're well below their average.
But defensively, they give it up to 74, and that's what they've done already. So their defense has struggled this year, and their offense has been very difficult to get on track as pushing the ball down the court. We've seen her go to the basket and too much at time. Nice play defensively by number 14, Claire Orsegos. donating her body there, taking contact against Ayanna Wilson, and usually Wilson would go to the basket. That time she passed off, but ran over.
Yeah, they finally had the numbers there, 2-on-1, but really a nice bit of hustle there by Emily Brock also to come down and interrupt that play.
Before the shot, there's a foul. And there's a timeout on the court. That'll be a timeout by Heidelberg, and that will turn, I believe, into the media timeout. So we'll take a break with 8:52 left in the game here on NKTelco Sports.
So how do you like to watch your sports? Whether it's indoors or outdoors, let Custom Audio Concepts help build your stadium.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with the best Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada and Kenton, you are never far from quality auto parts.
Welcome back. There's a nice pass that Hurd was able to snag and kiss off the glass. You know, you look at Bullimore, who's a senior. This is her last season as Ohio Northern's post player. You got Mesher, and you also have Hurd, a couple 6-foot girls, underclassmen, and you know, someone's gonna have to. Obviously, they don't want their season, a lot of ball games left to play in this season, but looking forward, you know, these are the girls that right now are going to have to fill those shoes. And
yeah, they're getting some good minutes out of Sydney Ward.
Yeah, she's played well.
She's run the floor well and made a couple buckets underneath.
First free throw up and in by Alyssa Reilly. Reilly now in double figures with 10 points, right at her season average. And she'll add to that now with 11. Northern will take it out. Again, the support players are going to have some work to do to get the ball across the timeline. Yankel in trouble, gets bailed out a little bit as committing a foul or the student Prince. Just their third team foul here in the fourth quarter. Number 25, Stephanie Dorn. 5'8" freshman out of Bellbrook High School down around Kettering, getting some minutes.
Still facing the 1-3-1 student Prince zone.
Shot taken by her, or by Polar Bears off the mark. Lost track of who drove to the basket there. Oh, it was Caitlin Hurd, kind of muscling through there, trying to get a shot to drop. It stays with Ohio Northern. Stephanie Dorn will inbound the basketball for the Polar Bears. Nearly stolen, but a foul committed is against Alyssa Reilly, number 24, her second. Polar Bears need to get in here and start running their offense again. They do just that with number 14, Claire Orsegos with the basketball up top. Diagonal passing. Open for a three-point shot, and answering is Stephanie Dorn. Instant offense, just entered into the ball game, hits a three-point bucket.
That puts the Polar Bears at 10 of 20 from the three-point line, 47%, 55% from the floor. The student Prince.
Answer back.
7 of 40 is 17.5%.
They get a three-pointer there by Allie Aldisberger. 22, Jacqueline Yankel, her three, a little strong. Student Prince now with the basketball. And Going to work against man-to-man defense by the Polar Bears. Norman gets a high screen, now nearly has the ball stripped away. It goes off of the hands of number 25 for the Polar Bears, Stephanie Dorn.
Polar Bears are forcing Heidelberg to start their offense way too far out.
Shot clock down to 10. It did not reset on that out of bounds ball, and they're gonna have to get a shot off here under 5 as shooting at 3-pointers. Wilson, no good off the hands of a Polar Bear, so a new shot clock for the Student Prince. And back in for the Polar Bears is Emily Brock. Looking at the upcoming schedule, Ron, obviously tonight's game against Heidelberg. Then they go to at John Carroll on Saturday, a 3 o'clock game. And then come back here a week from tonight for senior night against Otterbein, and then finish up the OAC season at Marietta. So John Carroll's next. They're right now, let's say, in the lower portion of the OAC. Then they finish with Otterbein right now, who is having a good season. They're 9-5, 5 games back, but one of the top 3 teams in the conference. That's a home night here, senior night, and then at Marietta. Marietta currently the 2nd ranked team in the OAC at 11-3 in the conference play. So just a few games remaining, and then the OAC tournament starts, and Ohio Northern will look to do well on that, and probably if they do well in there, maybe if they don't do well, but we'll then try to get the bid for the Division III tournament.
Yeah, Northern owns a 45-26 advantage in the all-time series between these two schools. Polar Bears won the first matchup of the season in Tiffin, 67-44, and ONU has won 18 straight in the all-time series dating back to the 2009 season.
Wow, that's a pretty impressive performance by the Polar Bears over the Student Prince. Right now, they've dominated tonight's game. They got off to a great lead, 9-0 on 3 3-pointers by Courtney Kramer, and really never looked back. Student Prince did answer back with like a 8-2 run after a timeout. Did draw within it all to 11-8 maybe.
Yeah,
other than that, it's been all Ohio Northern.
Almer hit a couple threes and kind of got him back into the game, but then the Polar Bears went on another run, and the next thing you know, they're up.
Here's where we're at. Yep.
Yeah.
Already with 4 points and limited minutes tonight is Sydney Ward out of Upper Arlington. That one off the mark.
A game like this is good for team morale. You get some players that haven't had much playing time. They get a whole quarter of playing time and helps things out when it comes to practice.
1 of 2 from the line for Ward, now with 5 points, and quickly down the floor, the Student Prince advanced the basketball, and that one's thrown out of bounds. Heidelberg not making it easy, if you will. They're still continue to compete defensively, trying to force turnovers against the Polar Bears. Yankel gives it down to Brock.
Oh, good move.
And a left-handed finish for number 30, Sydney Ward.
Very nice move. Put it on the floor for one bounce and back up to off her right shoulder.
3-point shot off the mark by Reilly, and rebounded by the Polar Bears. Coming away with it with Stephanie Doran. Here come the Polar Bears. Another nice move, and that one will drop. The hometown roll for Sydney Ward. And
right-handed that time. She's had some pretty good minutes out here. She got 9 points all in this quarter.
Another rebound for Ward, and she's done very nicely here. And like you said, her minutes, the 9 points, and her first rebound, or her 4th rebound. Yankel with the basketball finds Orsegos, and back to Yankel it goes. Pitch and catch now up front with those two ladies. That one nearly thrown over. It will go in favor of the Polar Bears.
And that's the pass you don't want against the 1-3-1 zone. It took this long for the Polar Bears to make that mistake.
Timeout on the court, the under 5 timeout with 4:50 left. We'll take a break, come back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Later lanes at 8 hours. Men's League Bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings. Women's League Bowls on Thursday evenings. Couples Bowls on Friday evenings. Kids Bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch Mixed Double Bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out RadioLanes.com for more info.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Welcome back. Here's again some nice footage here, sponsored by Pines Napa Auto Center, as you get a good dose of number 30, Sydney Ward. Kind of a highlight film for her with 9 points, and very nice job by the freshman and from Upper Arlington High School around Columbus. And
that's nice to see her get some playing time, and she's made the best of it.
Shot clock's down to 2. They got to shoot a long 3. They get one off. It is short. So that long ball that was deflected out of bounds off of Heidelberg did not reset the time clock, and that's why Northern was granted just a few seconds. Kind of caught me off guard. I heard the bench count down, and usually that's the other student section, boys section, counting it down, but this was the enemy fire, and they were able to get a shot off, and there's a nice scoop shot by number 2,
that's
Megan
part of it
Sielsel.
too, that the bench is still in the game. You know, they're just not sitting there telling stories. They're
Correct.
in the ball game and helping their teammates out on the floor.
Very energetic bunch, and you know it's good for those starters to encourage the support players, as you mentioned, and kind of keep the morale up. Sielsel back-to-back buckets. So nice little spurt there for number 2, Megan Sielsel out of Seneca East High School. Right at her season average of 5. She came in just under 5. 4 minutes left. $10 on the shot clock. Pass into the hands of Yankel. Pull-up jumper on the mark, but strong. And Sielsel, who's had a nice couple possessions with a nice pass. Allie Adelsberger with the basket, assist by Sielsel.
A rare 2-on-1 opportunity there for Heidelberg.
Ward over to the left side. They get a nice entry pass and a good finish with the bankboard. Caitlin Hurd, sophomore out of Nelsonville York High School. Her first 2 points of the game.
That's good execution here by this group too. Here, it's been out there for the fourth quarter.
Sometimes, I shouldn't say it in a bad way, but sometimes when these players get in, they're not really used to playing big minutes. It gets kind of sloppy and stuff, but Northern's, you know, for the most part, done a nice job running offense, and their defense has been pretty good. I mean,
they came right out here and worked against the same press that the other girls were working against, and for the most part, you couldn't tell the difference. Fundamentally sound in their execution.
So some players now for Heidelberg getting in as well, as they trail here and have continued to battle those. So 83-38 with 3 minutes left. Yankel, nice move to the basket. Yankel, Jacqueline Yankel, Cardinal Mooney High School sophomore, her first 2 points of the ball game. Sielsel, her shot off the mark. Unforced turnover there. Final 2 minutes, 36 seconds left. Coach Duran, her 17th season here at Ohio Northern, mentioned earlier. 17 seasons here, 11 at her alma mater, Bluffton University. And overall, she's won over 400 games as a head coach. So a nice job by Michelle Duran. She's won 64% of her games here at Ohio Northern. She's had some real good seasons here as of late. They put together a lot of nice wins against very few losses. 3-point shot, Claire Orsegos out of St. Joseph High School. Another scorer in the column for the Polar Bears.
So it's just not one girl out there making the points. They're spread out evenly amongst everybody.
Super shooting tonight for the Polar Bears. Great defense as well, holding Heidelberg to just 22% from the field. Coming away with the basketball is number 30, Sydney Ward, who's had some nice minutes here. 9 points on the night. Finds Yankel.
Can't dribble.
Right. They'll say the first one.
Evidently she can.
It's only dribble if you think she started a dribble. How's that sound?
Okay.
I think she held up thinking she couldn't, but then she went ahead and did it. So.
Yeah.
Driving to the basket and drawing contact and foul, Stephanie Dorn. Sielsel picks up the foul.
She definitely didn't have both hands on the ball when she dropped it. So I think that was probably the right no call.
Here's another replay, and I think we're on a timeout taken. So a 30-second timeout with 1:15 left as you see some highlights there. Again, want to thank our sponsors. I want to make sure I pronounce these names correctly. Norada Lanes, a sponsor. ONU is a sponsor. HCF Management, Custom Audio Concepts, Four Seasons Drive-Thru, J&R Auto, Stolly Insurance. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Viva Maria Italian Restaurant. And these replays that you've seen throughout the night have been brought to you by Klein's Napa Auto Center. Charles Bates' group doing another fine job tonight, and got to hear Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine during halftime. So I am happy.
That's every time we're here,
Every time I'm here.
So you go away happy.
You can't mess with the best. So they do a nice job. And
plus the Polar Bears send us home with a victory.
That's true. They'll earn their 20th victory. Go to 20-2 overall, 14-1 in the Ohio Athletic Conference. The OAC, if I'm not mistaken, Ron, we have to look this up, but I think the OAC might be the oldest league around. It's existed for the longest time. You will have to check that tomorrow unless you got to work. Do you have to work tomorrow?
I don't know yet.
See, I do, so unless you have some free time, you can look that up.
If the phone doesn't ring at 5:30, I know I don't have to.
I'd consider it a sleep-in day. 5:30, I would be at work putting time in.
Yeah.
So let me know what you find out about that. I'm pretty sure the OAC is one of the longest or the oldest conferences.
Yeah. Well, last year we looked into the Student Prince thing.
Oh, I did.
And I forgot how that goes.
It goes something about way back when. It was a silent movie about some person that wanted educated. They put him in college, and it was a movie showing at the Tiffin Theater, and one of the newspaper guys saw it. And there's something about the fresh, not the Fresh Prince from Bel-Air, but the Student Prince from Heidelberg, and they changed your name from the Cardinals to that.
Right.
So
it's all coming back to me now.
Kind of, yes. For details, maybe go to the website. You might get a better understanding, but it's something to do with a movie, and anyhow, that's how it worked.
Yeah, it'll show you on the website.
90-41, the score. The Polar Bears are final 40 seconds here. In control with the big lead, and Coach Duran still instructing.
Still coaching.
Yep. Her assistant coaches, John Cook and Mark Hilsman, and also Kenzie Yoder, fine staff that helps her get these games and these fine performances we've seen as of late. It's hard to do by yourself, and she's had a good group, and Yoder played here her 4 years of college, and a great ball player, great passer, great rebounder, and a triple there for number 1, Haley Hart-Nichols. And this will be probably the last possession. The Polar Bears will dribble it out, and we will get a few words with Coach Duran after they shake hands and head to the locker room. But a fine performance for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, they don't have to. Well, they're going to shoot it. They didn't have to.
And there's your final buzzer. Ohio Northern 90, Heidelberg 44.
Point-wise, we got Courtney Kramer 12, Amy Bollamar led the Polar Bears with 14, followed by Jenna Dirksen with 8. Emily Mesher, 11 points, 6 rebounds. And also we had Caitlin Hurd with 2 points. Sydney Ward, 10 points, 4 rebounds. A nice game for her. And we're going to turn it over to Jeff here in just a minute. There he is. He's got Coach Duran with him right now.
Coach Duran, your team played well in the second half as well. I think your defense was still good, and it was a nice night. A bunch of players got in. You had some nice plays in that fourth quarter. Your support players really played well.
Yeah, it's always good when you can get those kids some extra time, and they can help us in the long run, so I'm always happy to get them playing time, so it's good.
Nice to see you come back after a 2-game road trip. You lost one of those at Capitol, came back now. You've played some good basketball. How's your team looking the final 3 games of the season here in the OAC?
Well, you know, we got to go on the road on Saturday, so that's always tough. If we can get Saturday, we'll at least clinch a tie for a championship, and that's our goal. So hopefully we can get that one, and we just try to go one at a time.
Understand. Good luck the rest of your season, and we wish you the best of luck. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a final recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Let Burton's Ridge Assisted Living help you find that perfect apartment you've always dreamed of. Located in a serene, wooded area with breathtaking views and different apartment styles to choose from, you'll feel right at home in this beautiful setting. Burton's Ridge is more than just assisted living. It's a place for you to call home. To learn more about Burton's Ridge, call 419-228-8412 or go online at burtonsridge.com.
Serving the Wapakoneta area and other communities throughout Ohio, Stolly Insurance Group, growing and looking out for you. For your business, home and auto, or life and health insurance, allow our knowledgeable agents to customize a program specifically for you. Stolly Insurance is proud to be a 5th-generation insurance agency. Over 110 years, providing outstanding insurance protection while delivering superior customer service. We are pleased to represent one of the finest insurance companies in Ohio, Auto Owners Insurance Company.
J&R Auto Repair Service is a full-service preventative maintenance and automotive repair center. Family-owned and operated, we perform high-quality, guaranteed service you can trust at a fair price. Trust J&R for all your automotive service needs.
At Four Seasons Drive-Thru, we offer weekly specials that are sure to satisfy all appetites. Monday through Thursday, come in to enjoy our daily lunch specials. Friday is our Get It Till It's Gone fish special. Friday and Saturday, grab a 16-inch 3-item pizza, 10 wings, and a 2-liter for just $20. Sunday, we also have a 3-piece chicken for $5 and a 16-piece for $20. Four Seasons Drive-Thru, great drinks, great food, wonderful service, and amazing prices.
Welcome back. The Ohio Northern University Polar Bears win in convincing fashion tonight, 90-44. With a look at our game stats, here is Ron Cruzy.
Field goal wise, Heidelberg 13 of 53, 24%. ONU 35 of 61, that's 57%. From the 3-point line, the Student Prince 7 of 27, 25%. Polar Bears 11 of 23 for a very fine 47%. Free throw line 11 of 17 for the Student Prince. 9 of 17 for Ohio Northern. Rebounding wise, that was a big margin for the Polar Bears, 45-26. Turnovers, Student Prince 24 turnovers, the Polar Bears 17. So Ohio Northern, they go to 19-2 on the season, 14-1 in the OAC. Heidelberg falls to 4-18 on the season, 2-13 in the OAC.
Yeah, a rough night for the Student Prince and a good night for the Polar Bears as they take care of business, and no factor tonight, Ron, as far as looking over Heidelberg. Obviously the favorite coming in tonight were the Polar Bear ladies, and they took care of business. And as Coach Duran said, it's one game at a time. Their next opponent on the schedule is at John Carroll. Then back at home on Wednesday, a week from tonight against Otterbein. That'll be senior night. And then on the road at Marietta. And then the OAC tournament begins. So a good night for the Lady Polar Bears. I'd like to thank our crew tonight. They included our camera people. They are Nolan Emerson, Kurt Kuffner, Caleb Crusette. Our production staff included Scott Robinson, Daniel Allen, and Isaac Sell. For my partner, Ron Cruzy, I am Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. Once again, your final score, Ohio Northern 90, Heidelberg 44. Thanks for watching.